Hello, welcome to Dad United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. This is your daily roundup of the news concerning Manchester United, and I'm going to be talking about Erik Ten Hag press conference and everything he had to say in his press conference. Some new takeover news, some transfer news, and also we got some news on Luke Shaw. I'm going to start with that because Luke Shaw has signed a new contract with the club this morning that will extend his stay at the club until 30th June of 2027 with an option for an additional year. So he signed a 4+1 contract at the club. And also, of course, we want to keep our best players, and Luke Shaw has been awesome for us this season. And of course, I don't think there's any fan that will be against him staying at the club for the long term. He has been awesome for us over the years. Coming back from his injury he has had for the past years that almost ended his career, he's back. And under Ole, he did pretty okay, but he was mostly very bad because Ole wasn't able to utilize him very well. Under Radnick, he was mid, but under Ten Hag, we have seen a very, 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 very good Luke Shaw. And for me, I would say he's the best left back in England right now. And these are Erik Ten Hag quotes on Shaw signing his new contract. He said, "So we are really happy that he extended this contract and that he stays longer with us and is going with us in this project and in this journey." Ten Hag is excited for Shaw signing a new contract because he knows that Shaw has been very, very good for him and is also a very versatile left back because he can also play left centre back, which he has played for Erik Ten Hag in few games this season and did really, really well. And Erik Ten Hag like working with players that are versatile and can play multiple positions because it works really well for him. So I'm sure everybody's excited, and congratulations to Luke Shaw because he's going to be with us for the next 4 years if everything goes well, and we wish him well. Before we go into what Erik Ten Hag said in his press conference about Christian Eriksen, Aaron Bissaka, and Diogo Dalot, let's talk about some takeover and some little bit of transfer news. But let's start with the takeover news. As according to Bloomberg UK government officials have privately flagged concerns about Manchester United bidder Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. According to people familiar with the matter, it says while there is no suggestion that the UK is set to intervene to block Sheikh Jassim's bid, the concerns by the UK government suggest ministers may put pressure on the Premier League to pose its own questions. This is bollocks. And like we know, and we know well, the Middle Eastern has a lot of investment in the UK, so I don't see why the UK government will be trying to block Sheikh Jassim's move, considering the fact that if they buy the club, the investment opportunities for Manchester is going to be very, 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 very high. So, and that is good for the economy of the UK in general. And also, the Middle East owns a lot of investments, like I said before, companies. I think they own an airport actually in the UK. They own a lot of companies in the UK, buildings and businesses. Have some of direct or indirect investments from the Middle East. So I don't think that's going to block the sale process. But we'll be waiting for the Ring Group to get back to Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe to know what the next step of the process is going to be. And there's a report that there's probably going to be a third round of bid whereby the Glazers will be hoping that Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Sheikh Jassim come a bit closer to what they really want for Manchester United. And according to reports, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Tottenham have expressed interest in activating Kim Min Jae's €40 million release clause. Kim Min Jae, as we all know, is a centre back who plays his football in Serie A with Napoli. And I think there's a time period whereby he's going to be worth €40 million. And if any club are able to activate that deal, he can go for that amount. But after that period passes, Napoli can ask for whatever they want. I think there's a time period that when the release clause expires, I guess. So we all know we need another centre back, especially if Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof, one of those players, are probably going to go. So we need a new centre back who can play the Ten Hag way. So I think everything becomes clearer when the season is over. We will know what happens. And also, there are also links with Jeremy Frimpong. We have Dalot and Van Bissaka. I don't know why we're still being linked with Jeremy Frimpong since last summer. And talking about our loss against Newcastle on Sunday, he said the players didn't want to win, and Newcastle wanted to win the game more. So he's saying that the players didn't come to that game to win, and they are butlers and they don't have the right mentality and they're not fit to play for the club. But talking about some good news, Ten Hag on Eriksen's return, he said he's not available for tomorrow's game against Brentford, but he's returning to the pitch. He's returning to the squad training today, and we have to see how quickly he can make the progress. And also, We all know that Aaron Bissaka missed the game against Newcastle because he was ill. He's also back in training today with the squad. So just a minor illness, and he's already back today. So I guess he's probably in contention to start against Brentford, depending on how we want to play. And also some comparisons between Dalo and Bissaka. Ten Hag said, I have to say they have both made progress in both areas. It is really close. You look at the load and the opponent to manage that. So he's trying to say that in terms of who he has to start, maybe if you want to play a bit defensive, you go for Bissaka. If you want to play a bit more attacking, then go for Thiago Dalot. And that's what he said there. He said, I think it is really close competition between them. Maybe Aaron gives you a bit more defending, Dell gives you a little bit more offensive. Exactly what I just said. And for that game tomorrow against Brentford, Casemiro third match ban would count tomorrow against Brentford. Then the fourth match ban and the final match ban will be against Everton the weekend. So next week, Casemiro is back for us in the squad, and probably by next week also maybe Eriksen gets his start, because Eriksen will probably be on the bench, maybe be on the bench tomorrow. I don't think he might not be on the bench tomorrow, but he'll be on the bench definitely at the weekend against Everton. Then we'll know how fast he is to starting for us. But Casemiro will be back after Everton's game, and slowly our team is coming back to full shape. But hopefully tomorrow, I know it's all down to Erik, but hopefully tomorrow we see Wood Vegas on the bench. It's over. The experiment is over. It's time for him to take the bench and Martial to start. Hopefully Martial butterfeet do not melt, because Martial needs to start regularly and Wood Vegas needs to be on the bench. He needs to come in the last 10 minutes. And also Scott McTominay definitely shouldn't be starting that game tomorrow. Hopefully we see some, maybe Sabitzer and Fred. That's probably giving much more joy than seeing McTominay in that midfield. It didn't work. The McTominay and Wood Vegas experiment failed woefully. We need to beat Brentford tomorrow, and hopefully we do that. That's all for now. I will see you all on the next one. This is Die Hard United, one stop for everything Manchester United.